Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to our football construction site as we build a team through the NFL draft. You always hear others say that this particular draft is weak, or wait until next year to take this particular position, or the NFL draft is an inexact science, but we at Football Game Plan believe that all three of those statements are huge myths, and we're here to show you why as we go through 7 rounds of the NFL draft and pick players to make each NFL team better. But before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. You have to remember that the selections that you see in this mock draft will be based off of Football Game Plan Scouting player rankings, which you can find on our website at youtube.com/footballgameplan or footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. They're also based off what I would do as the general manager, not what I think they'll do, not what they have done or what they will do, but what I would do if I were the GM, and also what I believe are the team needs. So not what other people may think the team needs are. If I think they need a quarterback, then I'm gonna take a quarterback. That's how it's going to go for this mock draft. So it's time to put on my GM hat and let's get started in building up the NFL. Obviously, if Myles Garrett is here, that means the Cleveland Browns went with someone else at number 1. Now, Garrett isn't the elite football player just yet, but he is an elite athlete. Now, there are some technical issues to smooth out within his game, and I like this situation here in San Francisco with a guy like Ahmad Brooks to show him the way. They'll have the luxury of not asking him to be the guy just yet and utilize him situationally early on. I think that's his pathway to success in 2017, and in 2018, a Garrett-Aaron Lynch duo coming off the edge would be must-see TV. Taylor Moton out of Western Michigan gives the Niners another solid prospect along the line of scrimmage, this time on the offensive side of the ball. He can play either tackle spot and, in my opinion, could immediately start at right tackle. He'll be a day one impact player for San Francisco. Now, the Niners bolstered their cornerback group, with Quincy Wilson out of Florida. Now, Wilson has solid all-around game and has a workman-like approach to his business. I think he would be a very productive pro. Looking back on the offensive side of the ball, at the receiver position in particular, with Juju Smith-Schuster out of USC. His game reminds me a lot of Michael Floyd and what he brings to the table from a physical standpoint, both within his route running and also at the catch point. I think he can do well enough to play inside as a slot receiver because of his route running and savvy as a pro. Also in the 4th round, I added Deonta Foreman in the backfield with Carlos Hyde and Mike Davis. I think he would be an ideal fit as he can come in and be their short yardage goal line back and play that role extremely well. Scott Orndorff out of Pitt is another solid, productive prospect at this position coming out that program. He's a good inline blocker and shows the Saw fans in the passing game that you want to see. I thought he was good all week long at the East-West Shrine game. And with their 2nd, 5th round selection, I go back to the cornerback position with Titus Howard out of Slippery Rock, who actually started his career at Pitt with Orndorff. Now, Howard is a very good press corner with ball skills and has the length at the position that frustrates wide receivers. Now, as you can see, I think the Niners need to continue to bolster talent at cornerback, as Devin Bryant of San Diego is the selection here. He has the versatile skills to man the field side or inside as a slot corner. He's yet another prospect with tremendous ball skills. Connor Harris out of Lindenwood was one of the standouts at the Senior Bowl. He's good on both ends of defense and was a tackling machine in college. I think he would be a solid inside linebacker in this defense. And finally, in round 7, I addressed the quarterback position with a Teddy Bridgewater clone and David Washington out of Old Dominion. Now, Washington is a super sleeper prospect that has the intermediate to deep ball accuracy that you want at the position. He was extremely efficient throwing the football as well, and also has a lot of upside still left in this game. This is the type of prospect or type of clay you like to see Coach Kyle Shanahan work with and develop. Washington led Old Dominion to their first bowl appearance and victory in program history. So that's a wrap for this edition of Building Through the Draft. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. And if you want to watch our other NFL team 7-round mock drafts, and you already should, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, where you can catch all of our FBGP scouting prospect ranking videos. Also, subscribe to Football Game Plan podcast on iTunes.